Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Solan Reed and today we are playing through Dusk Fate. It is August 13th. It literally just dropped a few hours ago and just downloaded about 20 minutes ago. I started recording and then had issues, so I was trying to make sure everything was working perfectly before I sat and recorded for an hour. I don't know anything about this game. I do not know the story. I do not know where any of the cutscenes are. So very similarly to what we dealt with Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy XIII, we're going into this game even more blind than we went into those ones. So bear with me as I try to go and figure out what we're doing. So I already edited all of that. I do want to take a second before I hit play to apologize for not posting for so long. I know that I posted a video last month or back in June whenever we got the release or the announcement, the other trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. I was kind of panicking about it, and I know that that video was literally all over the place. Sorry about that. Again, I've been working a lot recently, and there's just been side projects that I'm working on, which we'll jump into in a little bit whenever if we get time to get to the Wayfinder window segment of this video. If you are new to my channel and you do not know what any of my segments are about, go down to it should be the first video on my channel in general, like the intro video. It is about 30 minutes long. It's a pretty long video, goes over all the games that I plan on playing in each of the segments. Now for this game, we aren't going to do any of the secret reports because there's no secret report information I can give you about this game. I don't know anything about this game. I'm pretty much cutting out secret reports altogether anyway, to keep from having spoilers with any of the games. But with that being said, I do just wanted to come back and apologize. It takes me a very long time to edit these videos, anywhere between 4 to 6 hours a piece. That is a very long time to be sitting after you just got off work. Playing a game, recording that video, that's one thing. Physically sitting down and editing it for 6 hours, that's a lot. So I will be using a remote for this. I do have my white monster. Do not judge me. I know it's 7:30 Eastern, wherever you guys are. I don't really care. I have to work in the morning, but I wanted to have the energy to be able to record this video because I'm really excited about it. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and hit play. I did already get this far. I got a little bit. I immediately hit pause because I was like, wait, I need to check and make sure that my audio was going to split correctly before when I brought it into Premiere Pro. So I stopped that other video and did that really quick. So let's go ahead. We'll go through each of these again. So there's story mode, apprentice, clockmaker, and master clockmaker. Story mode is enjoy Zirian and Kaku's journey without worrying about combat. Apprentice, a casual challenge to explore the story and combat without too much pressure. Clockmaker is a balanced experience recommended by the developers. And Master Clockmaker is a demanding challenge that puts your mastery of combat to the test. We're going to do Clockmaker. And I think that's more going to be like standard mode, from what I can understand. So let's go ahead and hit play. I am very excited to get into this with you guys. It's been a long time, so I'm excited.
Halira, you there? I got you something. Your favorite sky pastries. Want to go eat them together at the plaza?
I'm still busy, I told you. I'm not going anywhere until I'm done with this. Go away.
Please, you've been locked in there for weeks. It's not good for you.
Just go away. I'm really close to getting this fixed. For both of us. I just need a little more time.
Get what fixed? What do you mean? I don't get it. I'm starting to worry, Halira. Please come out.
Just one last touch, Grandpa. Are you still there?
What? Where am I? Halira!
Okay, that was a lot. Not even gonna lie. So this is... Oh, that is very interesting. This is clearly inspired by Kingdom Hearts. I believe they actually took a lot of... Like, they took a lot from Kingdom
Two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. I feel like you're back up here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Check 1, 2. Jeff's coming. Oh, you couldn't see me. I was busy dancing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're good. Enjoy the show, y'all. I can go now.
welcome back to another video. My name is Solan Reed, and today we are playing Dusk. It is August 13th. It literally just dropped a few hours ago, and just downloaded about 20 minutes ago. I started recording and then had issues, so I was trying to make sure everything was working perfectly before I decided to record. I don't know anything about this game. I do not know the story. I do not know where any of the cutscenes are. So very similar to what we dealt with Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy XIV. We're going into this game even more blind than we went into this. So bear with me as I try to go figure out what we're doing. I do want to take a second before I hit play to apologize for not posting for so long. I know that I posted a video last month, or back in June, whenever we got the release or the announcement. The other trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4, I was kind of panicking about it, and I know that the video was literally all over the place. Sorry about that. Again, I've been working a lot recently, and there's just been side projects that I'm working on, which we'll jump into in a little bit whenever we have time to get to the really fun segment of this video. If you are new to my channel and you do not know what any of my segments are about, go down to it should be the first video on my channel in general. The intro video is about 30 minutes long. It's a long video over all the games that we have played. Now for this game, we aren't going to do any of the secret reports because there's no secret report information I can give you about this game. I don't know anything about this game. I'm pretty much cutting out secret reports altogether anyway to keep from having spoilers. But with that being said, I do just want to this is a very long time to make these videos. Anywhere between 4 to 6 hours a piece. That is a very long time to be sitting after you just got home. Playing the game, recording that video, physically sitting down and playing for 6 hours. That's a lot. So I will be using the remote for this. I do have my white monster. Do not judge me. I know it's 7:30 Eastern, wherever you guys are. I don't know. I have to work in the morning, but I wanted to have the energy to be able to record this video. So I'm really excited about it. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and hit play. I did already get this far. I got a little bit, and immediately in the hospital, wait, I need to check and make sure that the audio is split correctly before when I brought it into Film Pro. So I stopped that part of the video and did that. Let's go ahead. So there's story mode, apprentice, clockmaker, and master. Story mode is enjoying Zumi and Coon's journey without worrying about combat. Apprentice, a casual challenge to explore the story of combat without too much pressure. Clockmaker is a balance experience recommended by the developers. And Master Clockmaker is a demanding challenge that puts you in the we're going to do Clockmaker. And I think it's more going to be like standard mode, from what I can understand. So let's go ahead and get playing. I'm very excited to get into this with you guys. It's been a long time, so I'm excited. try this, I think. There we go. You're also gonna hear my family in the background. I'm sorry. Turn this up a little bit more. Turn it down a little bit. It's so hard. It's such a bounce because it's delayed on my phone, so I can't. I'm trying to go back and forth, and we're still waiting. Like, we're still waiting, which is fine. It's giving me time to figure out what to do. I turned it down a little bit more. There we go. I'll adjust it a bit if I need to, and then I will turn this down so I know that everything is matching. Alright, I'm really excited, guys. First live stream, first time doing any of this. Haven't done a live stream in, goodness, a very long time, like 2013, no, it was after that. I think it was like 2016, 2017, somewhere around there. I did a live stream playing through Kingdom Hearts 1. Nobody really joined it. I really wasn't expecting them to. I was live streaming from my PlayStation 4. That was fun, but this is funner because I can actually, like, I have a computer, so I can actually, like, set everything up. Also, I'm just now realizing that is backwards, which is so much fun. I pointed to the thing, and you guys are backwards, so it's messing me up just a little bit, but we'll be fine. But yeah, I'm excited. Figured out how to do, like, green screen stuff to keep, like, my face up in the corner and the video down in the bottom, like you'll see down in which way do I need to point? Down there. And then we have the chat down here. This is also green screened, and then but I didn't put one around myself because that is too much right now. I don't even have a green screen anyway, so it would be really hard to cut that background out without one, and I don't have enough space in my room, or honestly kind of like behind me, to put a green screen, so I'll have to deal with the background we got, but it ain't terrible. I hope everybody is doing well. I mean, it's just me in here again, so we're chilling. So I can do what I wanted to do. So I can get myself put in there as a participant so I can see. I'm so excited. And I can read you guys' chats, so you can see I can read the chats. I like the way it's set up. Hard to read the name of the people. Here we go.
Hi everybody! King Mickey here. Thanks for joining us today. I'm so glad you could be with us to hear from some of my friends and fellow Keyblade wielders. And now, please welcome your host and guiding key, Cleo Thomas.
What's going on, D23?
My name is Cleo Thomas. I'm an actor. a gamer, a streamer, and your host for the deep dive into Kingdom Hearts here at the D23, the ultimate Disney fan event. Now, many of you here in this room or the millions watching at home on stream may recognize me as the character Zero from the Disney film Holes.
Oh, I didn't know that was him.
And not too long before that, I saw this commercial that combined two things I absolutely loved. Video games like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, and Disney characters. And I couldn't wait to get this game. Me and my brother, we begged our parents. They took us to get the game. We're driving home, we get in our driveway, we run into our house, we run into our room, we take the game out of the case, we put the game in the console, and you know, nothing's ever really the same after you hear Otada Hikaru sing Simple and Clean for the very first time,
so
is
true.
it?
So true.
Today is one of those pinch me because I can't believe it's happening kind of days. I get to be here live at D23, celebrating almost 25 years of Kingdom Hearts with fellow fans from all over the globe. So make some noise for yourself. We have an amazing panel planned for y'all. We ready to kick this thing off? Yeah. Are we ready to kick this thing off? Yeah. Beautifully said. So first person I got to bring to the stage, Director of Product Development at Disney and Pixar Games, Nana Gad.
Thank you so much for having us from all the way from Tokyo, and so happy to be here today.
Beautiful done, beautiful done. I'll come back here, come back here. Sit back there, beautiful, beautiful. Next, please join me in welcoming to the stage, Co-Director of Kingdom Hearts 4, Tai Yasue.
Kingdom Hearts 4. I really hope we get to see some Kingdom Hearts 4 in more Kingdom Hearts 4 in this.
In Japan making our video game, and now I'm here. It's very exciting. We're gonna have a lot of fun talking about Kingdom Hearts.
I also realized I wasn't recording this entire time, so.
A very big special guest. Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage, the creator of Kingdom Hearts, Tetsuya Nomura!
Oh, I'm so excited.
喋れない。すみません、今日はですね、ご招待いただきまして、ちょっと重い腰を上げてですね、数年ぶりに、ここ、やってきました。昨日実は来たんです。ただサプライズってことでずっと隠れとけってことで、やっとこれで自由にうろうろできるなと。ただ明日帰ります。楽しんでいこうと思います。よろしくお願いします。
So thank you so much for inviting me today. It's been several years, but I finally managed to get myself out here. I actually arrived yesterday, but I had to stay out of sight because my appearance was supposed to be a surprise. But now that I'm finally here, you can say that I'm finally free. That said, I will be heading home tomorrow, so although my stay is a short one, I'm looking forward to having a great time with all of you. Thank you very much.
Let's take a seat. Everyone can take a seat. Let's take a seat. Let's take a seat, man. We got so much to talk about. And I know fans here, they want to hear so much more from you three about Kingdom Hearts 4. But I would like to go back from where this all began, man. Going back in time for a moment. When the idea of Kingdom Hearts first came up, were there any Disney franchises that the team knew had to be included, even if they didn't make it into the first game? Nomura-san? Why don't we start with you?
見えないんで眼鏡どうですか
So I have to put on my glasses for a moment.
すみません。まあキングダムハーツの企画が立ち上がった当初はあれですね。まずはナイトメアビフォークリスマスですね。まあセルアニメは当然なんですけども、それ以外にまあ意外性のあるものということで、それを選びました。はい。
So one title that I absolutely wanted to include was The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Sorry.
While we obviously plan to, feature classic style animated films, I really wanted to, throw in something that was going to be a little unexpected.
でその後もですねナンバリングには必ずこう意外性のあるタイトルっていうのはチョイスしていて、ライブアクションと、そういったワールドは一つは必ず組み込むようにしています。
And then since then, I've tried to make it a point to make sure that each mainline title includes at least one unexpected world, such as those based on live action films.
はい、もうこれで大丈夫です。はい。
Yeah, I think for us, The Little Mermaid was an early pick, partly because it fulfilled the role of a water-based world that we needed, but also because it allowed us to showcase the latest graphics technology at the time with the expression of moving water. And sometimes our picks don't immediately get realized until there's the right fit with the story or technology or other elements, but it's always really rewarding when it finally happens.
Yeah, The Nightmare Before Christmas for me is a classic to run into, right? But then I think of The Little Mermaid, and I feel like for every video game, you kind of have to always have a water level. And what perfect one than The Little Mermaid? What is the process of selecting Disney worlds? And once that world has been chosen, what is the creative process for bringing them to the game? Ty?
Yeah, so I guess when we plan a world, one of the first questions we ask ourselves is what sort of game experience we want the players to have, because games are an interactive medium. So that's something we really focus on. Another thing is we really want to pack a wide variety of worlds and gameplay into one sort of package. So it's just like Disneyland, for example, a lot of attractions, different attractions. And so for Kingdom Hearts 3, we had the Toy Story world, and you could go ride a robot and fight kaiju. We really wanted that robot aspect. And for Pirates of the Caribbean, Sora became a pirate, obviously, travels the seas. But what we really wanted to focus on was we wanted Sora to travel through the sky, dive from the sky, play on the water, and inside the water, also fight on the land as well. So we sort of want to transition between different sort of stages and modes. And for Arendelle, the Frozen world, we really wanted to focus on extreme sports. So that was something big for us. And so we had Sora sliding down slopes on his keyblade and diving off cliffs. And that was sort of seamless sort of transition as well. And so I guess for each sort of world, I think having differences and having unique gameplay, I think that's really important for us.
そうですね、ワールドに関してはですね、野生と同様にゲーム体験を優先しています。で、大体作るときは当然ですけど企画が先行していて、その新しい企画ゲームシステムで、どのワールドでどういうキャラクターにそれを体験させればより楽しいかということを重視して決めています。
So when it comes to worlds, I'm the same as Ty. I typically first prioritize the gameplay experience above all else. And whenever we do start a project and we think about the new sort of game systems that are going to be involved, we think about what worlds and which characters would really make those experiences the most enjoyable for players.
あとはですね、自分からもうこのワールドは絶対出すって決める場合は大体ソラのメインストーリーの進行との相性を鑑みて、今回のテーマ、例えば「キングダムハーツ4」今回のテーマには、昨日発表しましたけど個々のワールドが、状況的にベストだということで、今回それをチョイスしています。
And then whenever, I do have a chance to be able to decide that we absolutely need to include a certain world, I generally think about how well it synergizes with the overall, main story progression with Sora. And when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 4, when I thought about a lot of the themes, we felt that Coco would be, the best world that really would help achieve that goal.
And I'm assuming mostly everyone saw the trailer yesterday? Yeah! I'm sure that's what Nomura-san was referencing. And I heard Nomura-san that trailer was actually supposed to be played during this panel. So is it okay if we show it again?
そうですね、昨日のトレーラーなんですけども、けどもう昨日で大体情報は出尽くしてるんですよ。
So yeah, actually, when it comes to the trailer that was revealed yesterday, we actually already put out all the information that we can as of this moment.
なので、すごくなんか特別新しいってものはないですけども、実は
We
昨
gonna
日
get
の
another
トレーラー
trailer?
90秒なんですけども、元のトレーラーは4分のトレーラーになってます。本日はぜひそのトレーラーをご覧いただきます。
And so, it's not that there's any really new information that we can show at this time. However, when it comes to the trailer that was shown yesterday, that was about 90 seconds long, that was actually a edited down version of an original trailer that was around 4 minutes. So today, I'd love to be able to show everyone the full version.
Yay! It is a new trailer. Okay.
Wait. So,
Hold
so
up.
just so we're clear, we saw 90 seconds yesterday. Now we get to see a full 4-minute trailer? Run the trailer. Let's go.
Brings back memories. Gracias.
Huh? Wait, what happened?
He's been forgotten. When there's no one left in the living world who remembers you, you disappear from this world. We call it the final death. Hey, it happens to everyone eventually. Come on, De La Cruzito. You got a contest to win.
The panic that's happening inside of me right now. Oh no. No. So I have to mute this because it will get copywritten, and I am so sorry. We can dance, but I can't. I'm sorry. I dealt with, this is the issue that I had with that stupid trailer. That first trailer that we got. Who is that?
This is Quadratum.
They're asking for Dandelion.
He's a phone! Oh.
Volley! Behind you!
Volley!
Wow!
That's what everybody was thinking he was. Oh my gosh, I'm in a panic. Okay, that's a lot cooler than the trailer made it look in the first trailer.
It's showtime!
This is a lot of new information. I bet I'll find a clue to saving Sora now. Huh?
What is that? That is amazing! Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! That is gonna be so freaking cool.
But Sora isn't here.
Oh my gosh, we get to play as Donald and Goofy. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm gonna panic.
Is something wrong?
What can you see? Sora! Hey!
Oh my gosh!
Whoa! Here's a surprise. You're looking pretty good for an old coot.
Oh, my hands are sweating. Riku! Oh my goodness. Holy crap.
Sora, wake up and see.
Wow. Thank you for giving
I'm like
us this
actually
amazing
shaking.
look
That is
at Kingdom Hearts
amazing.
4.
Holy crap.
I'm so excited to see, what characters and worlds come with this story. The continuation of this saga makes me so curious about the process behind that. Alongside gameplay considerations, how does the team ensure that the Disney characters and worlds feel fresh while still retaining their core identities? Nana?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to come back from all that excitement, but let's dive into it. Yeah? I mean, the most important thing is for the characters to remain true to themselves, and that means whenever they're thrown into a completely new situation, a new environment, like you just saw, they would always react exactly as they would, because authenticity has always been at the core of what we make, and that goes beyond just trying to retell things from the film, but really goes to the very essence of those characters. And as for the worlds, visual identity is always key. So things like the shaders, the textures and the proportions, they're intentionally and generally kept different in each world, so that when Sora visits new worlds, we make sure that they always feels unique and authentic. And the spirit of the original films also come alive in details like the rhythm of the scenes or how the camera is staged, the types of camera cuts, and those details really add to the authenticity as well.
Yeah, so as Nana mentioned, I guess authenticity is really key for us. We want players to be able to feel like they're actually playing inside the actual film. And so we really strive to recreate the character, each detail, each world and story. And there's so much to love about these films, and we want to be true to the core of its sort of essence. In the Coco world, for example, in our trailer we just showed you, we have Sora fighting alongside Miguel and Hector. And as you know, Coco is really a musical. There's a lot of music inside the game, and so we wanted Miguel to use a guitar and sing while fighting battles. And we want Hector, who is a skeleton, to use his arms and bones to shoot it as an arrow. He's really inventive with that. And he also uses his arm as a nunchuck. And so
that's awesome.
We really wanted to recreate that sort of essence of their identity. And so they do all this. And they actually fight together. Sora with his giant key, Hector with his arms, and Miguel with his guitar. And they also dance around a magical piñata, I think, which is really cool. I think so. So yeah, that sort of thing,
awesome.
Of divergence of different characters' identities sort of cooperating together. I think that's part of the Kingdom Hearts charm. That's what we love about Kingdom Hearts.
基本的にはディズニーのオリジナル作品をなぞるようにはしています。大きな脚色は行わないっていう。ただしスタジオ側からの要請があればオリジナルの内容に変えたりとかっていうことはしています。
So yeah, we generally try to stay faithful to the original Disney story, so we don't make major changes or reinterpretations. That said, if we do receive like a request from the studio, we might make changes accordingly.
空との掛け合いの空気感とか。
I noticed some gaps on the sides. I needed to fix it. It was bothering me.
ゲームのオリジナルの部分でキャラクターの個性が際立つようにできることを心がけています。
And so we look for ways to highlight, the character personalities through more of the game's original elements, like the tone of Sora's interactions and the gameplay itself.
プレイヤーは空を通して、そのワールドのキャラクターたち、ワールドを直接歩いたりとか、ワールドとの関わりっていうのはやっぱりそのキングダムハーツならではの醍醐味だと思うので、それが一番重視して、作ってます。はい。
And so the interactions between the characters that the players get to experience firsthand through Sora, I think is what I consider to be the essence of Kingdom Hearts, and that's something that I feel to be very important here as we develop the games.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's one thing to love original Disney characters. It was a whole thing to see Cloud and Sephiroth in a game with Disney characters. Does everyone remember the first time they saw Sephiroth? Blew my mind. Blew my mind, man. Was there a particular Disney world or character that you three had the most fun creating and breathing new life into?
So yeah, I guess I enjoy all our worlds, and I enjoy introducing new gameplay ideas for all of them. But right now, one of the most exciting areas for me personally on Kingdom Hearts 4 is the world of Skalad Kylan. So you get to finally play with Mickey. So that's very big for us.
Yeah.
So in this world, you get to play with Mickey and you jump into a book. And this is like a paper world. And so Mickey in this paper sort of world recreates sort of origami paper copies of himself. And you could create like paper thin Mickeys, giant Mickeys, tiny Mickeys, and box Mickeys. And when you're a paper thin Mickey, you go through the cracks in the walls, for example. If you throw him, he becomes an airplane, paper airplane, you fly around. So there's a lot of new ideas to that. And by utilizing these special abilities of these copies of origami Mickeys, you could solve puzzles. It's sort of a puzzle-based game design that's very different from Sora's adventure. And I think it's really refreshing and interesting. I think you'll enjoy it all. I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, no, that's really awesome. Looking forward to playing that. And I agree with Ty that all the worlds are always genuinely fun to work with for different reasons. But if I had to choose, with Toy Story in the past, we were able to work with storytellers at both Square Enix and also Pixar to come up with a completely original story that took place after the events of the first film. And so it was really exciting for us to be able to offer a completely new experience to fans instead of just tracing an existing storyline. And of course, the classic worlds are always really fun to keep alive, like Hercules, for example, or Hunchback of Notre Dame. Those are always timeless stories and characters that fans really love. And so being able to keep them relevant many years after their first cinematic appearance is always really special to us.
マレフィセントとかハデスとかのヴィラン系のキャラクターは結構新しい魅力が含められたかなと思っています。
So I think we've been able to bring out a lot of new charm for the villain side, like Maleficent and Hades.
彼女たちは原作なぞる以上にキングダムハーツのオリジナル要素にも登場してきていますが、動かすのが毎回とても楽しいキャラクターでよく使ってしまいます。
And these characters have appeared extensively in storylines unique to Kingdom Hearts beyond, their just following their original stories, and they're incredibly fun characters to write and work with, so we end up utilizing them a lot.
今回ちょっとトレーラーにも出てきましたけど、キングダムハーツ4でもですね、ハデスとドナルド・グーフィーとの掛け合いがちょっと面白く描けてると思いますし、マレフィセントもとても重要な役割を担って、登場しますので、ぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
And as shown a little bit in the trailer just now, I do feel as though we were able to create some especially entertaining interactions between, for example, Donald and Goofy and Hades. And Maleficent also plays a very important role in the story, so I hope you look forward to her.
That's good to know, because she didn't play any role in Kingdom Hearts 3 pretty much, just looking for the box, which was very annoying.
I love that you each have a different feeling for every world and every character. For me, Agrabah was so cool to see, because Aladdin is my all-time favorite movie, so to see it in Kingdom Hearts, dream come true. The other thing that I've always found fascinating are the worlds that are inspired by Disney. So what was it like creating these unique worlds like the Mysterious Tower and Disney Town, which aren't directly represented in film? Ty?
Yeah, so I guess Disney Town wasn't based on a specific film, but it was built around the feeling of Disneyland and Toontown. We really love Disneyland a lot, so really wanted to capture the sense of excitement and celebration. There's a lot of festivities there, and we really wanted to re-experience that in the things of the park. So that really extended to all our game mechanics, and we used a lot of desserts, for example. There's a lot of ice cream, sea salt ice cream, those sundaes with churros in them. I love them. They're very creative. I'm going off script here, but yeah, I love the desserts in Disneyland. So that's why we created a festival called the Dream Festival in the game, and that was complete with an ice cream themed mini game, and you get a lot of rewards related to that. We also filled the world with classic Disney characters. We really love the classic characters and like horse collar, and deliberately designed the buildings to have sort of like a curvy, whimsical shape. And our aim was really to capture the bright, lively, humorous, and playful charm of Disneyland because it's so special.
Yeah, with Disneytown, it really wasn't about just creating a location, right? It was about creating that feeling. And so, like Ty was talking about, we really encouraged the team to embrace Disneytown as this place of fantasy, with curved lines and whimsical, stylized structures, basically not bound by the rules of a real world. And beyond that, the castle and the homes surrounding, it kind of felt like it was inhabited. So it felt like life continued there even after we were out of the scene. And once this creative direction was established, the team came up with just an amazing amount of ideas and details to populate and really enrich this world while still maintaining the core identity. And it was really a case where a strong thematic vision really empowered the creativity. It kind of offered a framework for the artists to explore while still sort of maintaining that the experience stays undeniably Disney.
モチーフだけがあってですね、その発想を広げて、新しいものを創造するっていうのはなかなか楽しいんですけども、さらに何かが完全にそれを再現しなきゃいけないっていうものがない分、気も楽だったりします。
So imagining something new based off of, solely a certain type of concept certainly is something that's very fun and enjoyable. And it's also in some ways less daunting because there's no expectation of having to replicate something exactly as it is.
いろんな遊び、こちらがちょっと考えてる新しい仕掛けとかも盛り込みやすかったりですね、シナリオも絡めやすいですから、使い勝手が良くて、利点もすごく多いです。
And also gives us more freedom to incorporate a variety of sort of gimmicks that we were thinking about. And it's also a lot easier to incorporate from a narrative perspective too. So it's a very versatile approach with many advantages.
また構想としてはですね、キングダムハーツ3の段階からあってですね、企画も練ってたんですけど、なかなか実現するのがハードル高かったものがですね、キングダムハーツ4でちょっと進化させて登場しますので、ぜひどんなワールドになるのか、かなりすごい、自分たち的にはすごいワールドがありますんで、ぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
And then when it comes to the overall game design, for Kingdom Hearts 4, there's actually an idea that we had since Kingdom Hearts 3 that we weren't able to realize just because of certain difficulties. But we were able to kind of realize that with this installment. And for us, we think it's a very, very exciting idea. And so I do hope people look forward to it.
Okay.
With the build command?
I'm excited to see everything coming. So thank you guys, man, for putting all this work in. One of the most compelling parts about Kingdom Hearts is how it blends Disney worlds and original worlds. Could you walk us through the process of creating original worlds and how you ensured those story elements still had the through line with story elements in the Disney and Pixar worlds?
So when it comes to original worlds in Kingdom Hearts 4, I think one of the biggest examples would be Quadrotomb, which is inspired by Tokyo. Just like we do with Disney worlds, we were really committed to creating a strong sense of authenticity. And so we actually recreated all the city parts. We had our teams walking around Tokyo taking pictures because we really wanted all the buildings and lightings, the patterns on the roads, for example, to be exactly like Tokyo. I actually wore a dorky headband and running shoes, and I was running around Tokyo. Everyone thought it was weird, running around the street, because I really wanted to get a feel of the scale and the excitement of Tokyo, and so we really wanted to use that in the game. And I think one of the things we really focused on was we wanted players to be able to move through this vast city in a dynamic fashion because it's a huge sort of city, one of the most massive we've ever created. And that's why we introduced new traversal actions. So for Kingdom Hearts 4, we have a new action where you shoot your keychain, right? And then you could launch yourself on top of buildings, for example. You could slide down the power lines in Tokyo. You could twirl around poles and signboards. And so it's very realistically Tokyo, but you can also do all these dynamic actions in an exhilarating way. So yeah, it's very cool.
シナリオ段階では、自分の頭の中にこう思い描く正解の形があるんですけども、それをどこまで再現するかっていうのはトライアンドエラーをしてやってます。チーム側にアイデアを投げてもらって、もうこうやり取りを続けていって何回も繰り返して、それでもどうしても自分の思い描くものと違ってくる部分とか、もしくは譲れない部分っていうのはあるんですけど、それはもう常に話し合って
楽しくね、はい、
そう別に揉めてないですギリギリのどうすればより楽しくなるかっていうのを探り合っている感じです。
So yeah, during the scripting phase, I typically have a vision I consider to be the right answer pictured in my head, but the extent of realizing those visions require constant trial and error. I usually have my team members kind of come and present ideas, and from there, we have numerous discussions and exchanges, and then, in that process, there's certain ideas that, I'm not able to, I feel that it's difficult to realize, or, certain ideas that I really can't compromise on, and so between the team and I, we're, always trying to constantly push ourselves to find that balance.
で、先ほどの、個々でもそうですけど、今回は特にキングダムハーツ4ではですね、空の状況っていうのが、置かれている状況っていうのがこれまでとだいぶ違いますので、より空の状況に合うテーマのワールドをチョイスして、それを体感してもらうっていうことを心がけてますが、ちゃんとオリジナルストーリーと一本に通るようには今回から新たに構成担当を置いてですね、やり取りをすごい密に、ここへ来る直前もずっと密にやってましたはい、すごい厳しいツッコミがいっぱい来ます。
So yeah, and this applies for Coco as well. That was a world that we chose because we wanted to take into account Sora's current situation, which is very different from the situation or the circumstances that he found himself in the past. And so we try to always pick our worlds based with that kind of theme in mind, and that's really always at the forefront of our approach and thinking. And in order to ensure that the story still feels cohesive and continuous as a whole, I work very, very closely with the story lead within my team. Even before actually I came here today, I was having lots of discussions where he was pointing out all of these things, and so that's just a constant part of the process.
One final question. Why do you think the story of Kingdom Hearts has transcended generations and has continuously grown in popularity over the years? And how does it feel preparing for the 25th anniversary of this franchise, Nana?
Yeah, no, wow, it's just so amazing that we're coming up to the 25th anniversary. But honestly, it's really thanks to all of you, fans out there who have really supported us and been with us through this incredible journey. So thank you so much for that. I think one of the reasons why the franchise continues to resonate with new generations is the enduring and relatable themes of friendship, loss and hope. These are all themes that everybody can relate to. And really this fusion of Nomura-san's amazing storytelling and Disney's timeless stories and characters is just truly magical and brings all of these really important themes together. And another thing is the connections that fans share with each other, I think, is really special and just vital in keeping the franchise alive. I think, many of us who have played the first game are now adults and have been sharing the passions and experiences with friends and family. In some cases, their children over the years. And that's precisely the kind of things that ensures that Kingdom Hearts franchise really reaches the next generations. And we're so very grateful for that. ありがとうございます。
Yeah,
25 years. Honestly, I feel a little old, but yeah, probably not supposed to say that. I'm really grateful for all the fans and for keep being with us for all these years. And very thankful for that. It's amazing, I think. And as for Kingdom Hearts 4, I think what I'd like to say is I would like to thank everyone for their patience. At this year's D23, we're finally able to announce a release date for Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm really excited about that as well, and I can confidently say and promise that it will launch in 2027. And so schedule-wise, development is very smooth. It's not like an 80% thing, 90%, it's a 100% thing. So we'll be there for sure. So promise you that. And in the meantime, we have Kingdom Hearts Collection, which lets you experience the entire saga.
I thought they were going to do an actual date.
And it's available for pre-order
and
now.
You can see.
If you've never played the series before, or if you'd like to revisit the journey again.
The guy on the left thought it too.
Before Kingdom Hearts 4, I'd be happy if you just jump in, dive in.
That was so awkward. What just happened?
はい。ですね、まあともかくですね、まあもう大体っていうかもうすべて皆さんファンの皆さんのおかげで、もう皆さんの支えがあってここまで長くシリーズが続いてきました。本当にその感謝の気持ちで自分たちスタッフもずっと頑張って続けてます。
Yeah, so, when it comes to everything, it's really thanks to the support of our fans. The fact that the series has continued for as long as it did is really thanks to your support. And, myself and my team, we continue to work hard in order to be able to, because of the gratitude that we have for everyone who has been with us on this journey.
ですね、25周年に関して、まあ、さっきもね、いろいろ話してて、あれ今だっけ来年だっけみたいな。
話してましたね。
来年です。で来年なんですけど、そこはちょっと混乱したんですけど、25周年に向けてですね、まだまだいろいろ計画していることもありますし、25周年を迎えようとして今思ってるのはもう30周年のことを考えてます。
And when it comes to 25th anniversary, this is something that we were discussing earlier just now within the team. But now that it's happening next year, there's many things that are underway, many plans that we have underway. And so what I think about now that we have the 25th anniversary and we're approaching it is about the 30th anniversary.
あとその一つというかこれまでシリーズが長く続いたおかげでもありますけど、昨日アニメーションの発表もありまして、何かコメントをとすごい言われてですね、じゃあこう言おうかなああ言おうかなっていうとですね、それは言っちゃダメですこれ言っちゃダメですって結構止められるんで結構何も言えないんですけど昨日もコメント出しましたが結構がっつり関わってやってますんで、ぜひアニメの方も楽しみに待っていただければなと思います。
And then one part of that future is actually the animated series that we're able to do.
Yes. Yes.
And in making that announcement, I was asked to make a comment, and I thought to myself, I'd love to maybe I could talk about this, maybe I could talk about that, but in the process, I was also told you can't talk about that, you can't talk about this, etc. So there's still a lot of things that I'm not able to share just yet. But as kind of mentioned in the comment that I put out, I myself am deeply involved in this project, and so I do hope that everyone looks forward to it.
Yes. It's one thing I'm most excited about. Leading up to Kingdom Hearts 4, I'm so freaking excited. It'd be cool if they showed a trailer. I have so much anxiety right now.
これは伸びるねみたいな意見もちらほら見かけたんですけど、確実に27年に遅れないので、これは言い切れ
絶対に遅れない。100%。
まあそれもあって僕ら明日帰るんでものすごいね思ってる以上にマスター早いんで遅れません。なので27年楽しみに待っていてほしいのと、まだまだ今回PR 始まったばっかりなんで4はこれからの情報 また期待してお待ちください。
And then one last thing that I actually wanted to also share, and this is something that I talked about with Ty as well, but we announced that the game is going to be coming late 2027, and I saw online that some people were saying, oh, maybe the actual release date might still get pushed back. I just wanted to set the record straight. That is not happening. The game is launching in 2027. And so I do hope that people do look forward to the game coming in 2027, and all the marketing for the game has only just started, and so I do hope that people also look forward to hearing more news as well.
Beautiful. I hope they don't do what they did with Kingdom Hearts 3 though. They released too much about Kingdom Hearts 3.
I want to thank the three of you guys so much for coming up here and sharing all this with us. Make some noise for our Sir Citizen panelists. Absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. That was crazy. How y'all feeling?
Sweaty.
Lovely, man. Well, guess what? Like I mentioned, that was just our first set of panelists here, man. So I'm gonna bring out some more friends of mine to expand on some other aspects of the Kingdom Hearts saga. We're gonna hear insights from Disney character voices and Kingdom Hearts voice talent. Please welcome Renee Johnson, a creative director for Disney character voices, Haley Joel Osment, the English voice of Sora, and David Gallagher, the voice of Riku.
The person with Way to Dawn Keyblade, I love that.
How's you guys feeling, man? How's D23 for you guys?
Is that the Way to Dawn?
Pretty exciting.
Been amazing, yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's been
awesome. Yeah, man. This is crazy for me to be on the stage with all of you, man. Thank you guys so much for this opportunity. Renee.
Yes.
You wear a few different hats on Kingdom Hearts. You're one of the main voice directors, but you're also the lead English dialogue editor. So you're part of shaping the script through several rounds with Square Enix, Disney, and sometimes the filmmakers. Once you receive the Japanese audio and animation, how do you prepare the script for recording?
Painstakingly so. I go through every line, every reaction in what we call a timing review, which means I sit in my office doing my own really bad versions of the character voices, trying to time them to the Japanese audio, which I'm sure makes everyone who sits around me not entertained. But I want to make sure that not only do we have the timing right, but that we're matching the expressions that these beautiful animators have done and any gestures that are being done. But the Square Enix localization team and I are doing more than just adapting words. Japanese and English have different rhythms. The pauses are different. So if a Japanese pause feels too long in English, I need to determine if I can shorten it or if we can just talk through it. What's going to serve the material best, serve the characters best? And even small differences in the languages. Japanese may be able to just say heartless, but we have to say the heartless, which gives these guys an extra syllable to fit into the same animated beat. Or the Japanese may voice a head turn or a smile, which is something that we would leave silent in English. So we have to find something that's going to feel natural in that moment. And I'm so thankful that these two are so great at it.
What do you think about when you adapt these characters for Kingdom Hearts, both as you shape the script and once you're in the booth with the actors?
It starts with knowing the characters inside and out, their perspectives, their vocabularies, their speaking rhythms, and then imagining them in these new situations. Take King Mickey, for example. He is the Mickey we all know and love from all of Mickeydom. He's open-hearted, he's generous, but here he's a leader who is fighting darkness, so naturally he's going to react differently. He's going to say different things, and he's going to say them in a different manner. And then the actors bring their magic to it. the script changes in the room so much because of what these guys bring to it. No matter how well I thought I timed something out, we're gonna add words, we're gonna move words, we're change them around, and that's just to capture all they are bringing because they know these characters so well. And then I want to be open to surprises. I always want to be open to surprises. I can't tell you how many times Jim Cummings has made a Pete line 1,000 times funnier with an improvisation that totally fits the moment, but none of us could have anticipated. And then with the characters like Sora and Riku, we want to make sure that we're totally capturing the nuance of the Japanese while still delivering a performance that is natural in English. And again, Haley, David, so amazing at doing this. a lot of my direction, I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of my direction to Haley as Sora is just a little goofier, or because it's Sora, a little whinier. Right? And for David, for Riku, it's even more serious, a little more angsty. Can I get a little more angst, right? Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Great.
Renee, you've worked both closely with Haley and David for years, but Haley and David, after doing research, I found this incredible true fact about you guys, that despite playing Sora and Riku for nearly 25 years, you guys have never actually recorded together, ever. Is that right?
It's true, yeah. It's one of the crazy aspects of voice recording. I think in all the voice recording jobs I've ever done, rarely have. I think Hey Arnold was the only time I've ever been in the same room with the other actors. But it's nice because as we jump around recording sections of the game, sometimes it'll be Japanese audio, and then sometimes I'll hear David's voice or somebody else's voice. It's nice to encounter that. Something that just popped into my head is like, I technically got to do a scene with Rutger Hauer in one of the previous games, which was a tremendous honor. So it's an interesting aspect of this job. Yeah.
Yeah. I've actually been looking for Haley for 25 years. I'm glad I finally found him.
Only here at D23, man. Yeah. So with 25 years, we look back at it all, and it's been a journey. But Renee, I heard you found something from back in the day that you want to show everyone here.
I did. A colleague of mine who worked a ton on the first two games, his wife made this beautiful scrapbook after Kingdom Hearts 1. So here's a Wayback Machine, y'all.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Oh, I forgot the merman bee. Hey! Wow.
That is so cool.
Haley, give it up. Haley, question for you, man. What comes to mind when you look at those photos? You know, making the first Kingdom Hearts. For fans who have never seen how the game is recorded, you know, what was the experience like from your side? What do you remember? Were there anything new, surprising about it as the process was going on?
I had done a lot of Disney voiceover jobs before Kingdom Hearts, but taking this on was a completely different animal because I'd never recorded over dialogue in another language. That's our big challenge is as Renee mentioned, getting the right spaces and the right lengths, but also conveying the same meaning and matching the gestures that he does, sometimes really big gestures. And it's been such a delight to learn how to do this over 25 years. And now it's like a really specific skill that I have and that we have as a team together that I'm really proud of. I also am confronted daily with how high my voice was back then.
Yeah.
And that's another challenge of the job, is that Sora's just a little bit younger than me. And so I'm unable to use about 70% of my natural register, and you have to try and find ways to have variety and expressiveness using a very limited part of like the top part of your voice. Another fun thing is, and you might see this at some point, doing the really young me, the way that the shape has to happen inside my head, it kind of feels like my eyes are popping out of my head when I'm doing it. So that's an interesting part of it too.
Look forward to seeing the BTS on that one. David, what about you, man?
When I think back about recording the very first game, for me it really represents like two really special milestones in my career. So the first one and the one that I was most excited about kind of stepping into the role was the fact that it was the first time I got to contribute to a video game. And like, I've been a gamer my whole life, and you know, I've always worked in film and television, but then I'd come home and I'd play video games. That was my way of kind of relaxing, and so having the opportunity to contribute to a video game, I was all in, no matter what it was. I was ready to come in and do, you know, do what I could. But then to come in and to see that the character that was presented to me was actually a bad guy in the first game. I was 16 or 17 when we recorded the first game, and I in my young career, I was always kind of like a golden boy. You know, I always played like kind of good kids, and so it was a huge deal for me to be able to portray a character that leaned into the darkness a little bit, and so it was important to me that I stepped up to that challenge, and I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, job well done, man. Make some noise for him. Renee had mentioned earlier that even a head turn or a smile can require a very specific sound. So what type of sounds, like, the fans may assume is easy, like a laugh or a gasp or a fall or a short attack, that's actually surprisingly hard to get right in the booth?
I'll take this.
David?
Well, all the fun noises we kind of bunch up for the very last day of recording. We call that fight day. So we that's where we do all of our attacks and our when we take damage, and you kind of finish your recording session when you're all done with your final death scream. If you need to have like a kind of when you're defeated, so we save all that fun stuff for the end. But I think in general, the most difficult kind of emotion to kind of noise to make really is just genuine laughter. Sadness and anger, those are things that you kind of dig for internally. You kind of well it up inside of you and you look for it there. But laughter is really external. It's kind of involuntary. Things make you laugh. So, and because of that, everyone kind of laughs differently. Everyone kind of, that comes out of you, it's pulled out of you from something. So to have to laugh on cue without anything funny happening is the hardest part for me.
The laughing is really hard because it has to be arranged with physical movements on screen too. So it's kind of like an unnatural way of hitting those things and doing it in a high register, because I think my laugh is closer to Seth Rogen's laugh than it is to a 14-year-old boy. But I will say the fun stuff and the stuff that comes easier than you might think are the big, like the hits and the attacks and some of the big yells of grief. I'm thinking of one in particular from Kingdom Hearts 3 that we really built up for a while. We're like, this scream is going to be crazy. Like, we'll leave it till the end because you're just going to be wrecked after it.
First take.
It was the
first take is what's in the game.
I had 4 hours to think about it while we were in the booth, and I was ready. I mean, and when I think the note is like, everyone you've ever known is gone, it's like, that kind of gives you a clear idea of how he's feeling.
Well, I want to thank you three so much for being here today and providing us with a glimpse into how Kingdom Hearts has been made for almost 25 years from your perspective. So make some noise for them, my guys. And also, Renee, thank you so much for giving us such a fascinating look on how these performances come together. So please give Renee a round of applause. Now, before we move on, there is a special guest who would like to say something to you all.
Hi everyone, I'm Miwi Rino. Thank you for coming to D23、日本語版で、空の役を演じています入野美優です、よろしくお願いします。当時12歳13歳ぐらいの頃にオーディションを受けて、空の役を演じることが決まり、その当時は その演じるっていうよりも、もうそのまま自分が、声を発することで空になる、まあ、いわゆる等身大で演じることができたんですが、それが年齢を重ねていくとともに空と自分とのギャップが生まれて、そのギャップに苦しんだこともあるし、今では空も成長してきたし、自分自身も役者としてのスキルも、含めて、マイク前に立てば空になれるっていう、本当にそういう一緒に旅をしてきたような、感覚があります。まさか本当にこんなに長く続くコンテンツになるとは思っていませんでしたし、先ほど言ったように一緒に成長して一緒に旅をして、今もまだまだこんだけ世界中のファンの皆さんに愛してもらえる作品になったということはとても嬉しく思っています。皆さん、これまでキングダムハーツシリーズを応援してくださって本当にありがとうございます。キングダムハーツの、収録はですね、他のゲームタイトルと比べても、まあ、自分の経験上ですけど、ものすごく大変で、一つの作品を撮るのにもう1年2年、下手したら3年ぐらいかかるぐらい収録をしているんですね。その大変さがですね、こうやって皆さんに、届いているっていうのを感じると、本当にやってよかったなと思いますし、これからも、空を演じていきたい、皆さんと共に、キングダムハーツシリーズを盛り上げていきたいなと思っています。本当にありがとうございます。ハーレイさん、デイビッドさん、こんにちは。はじめまして。僕実はハーレイさんが、ハーレイさん、僕多分年齢近いと思うんですけれども、別作品でハーレイさんのハーレイさんの声を吹き替えたことがあるので、なんかそういう親和性も僕自身、感じています。いつかお二人に、D23 で、会えることを楽しみにしています。それでは最後に皆さん、つながる心が俺の力だ。バイバイ。
All right. Thank you, Mio, for that message, man.
Hello.
Like I had mentioned earlier on, Sora and Riku have actually never been in a studio together.
That is amazing.
To record anything of this incredible history of this video game, Kingdom Hearts. So that's what makes what you're about to see so special. The reason being that Haley Joel Osment and David Gallagher will now perform the final scene from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh.
Together.
Oh, this would be so good.
I also get to be in on this. I get to read like what's going on. So just, I'm freaking out. Here we go. Here we go. Sora, Donald, Goofy, and Mickey journey to the world that never was. Organization 13's stronghold, where they reunite with Riku and save Kairi. With victory seemingly at hand, Kairi, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy escape through a portal home. But before Sora and Riku can follow, Xemnas suddenly returns, cutting off their escape and forcing the two friends to remain behind for one final confrontation. Sora and Riku face off and defeat Xemnas, the leader of the Nobodies.
We did it!
At that moment, a bunch of nobodies appear and surround the two.
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
A flash of light, and all of the nobodies dissipate. We know Sora and Riku just got through with an epic and long-fought battle. They're both exhausted, and Riku falls to his knees.
Sora, I can't.
Don't say another word. It's not over. It's just not.
Sora helps Riku to his feet.
How can you say that? Even if we could go on. Look where we are.
Oh, come on, Riku. You've been hanging out in darkness too long.
So cool.
You gotta try and think positive.
Sora? You lead.
Got it.
After some time wandering through the void, the two appear stuck.
You know, I always figured I was better at stuff than you.
Really?
Are you mad?
No. I kind of always thought you were better at everything, too.
A glimmer of light appears ahead.
Riku, look. What's that light?
They enter the light. The two find themselves at the dark margin, the edges of the realm of darkness, near a shore overlooking an endless sea.
End of the road.
Yep.
Put me down. I can walk.
Sora walks up to the water and looks around.
You know, maybe the darkness has gotten to me, too.
He hears a thump behind and turns. Riku has collapsed to the ground.
Riku!
Sora runs to Riku.
This world is perfect for me. If this is what the world really is, just this, then maybe I should fade back into darkness.
Riku.
If the world is made of light and darkness,
Sora sits
we'll
up
be
and
the
smiles.
darkness.
Yeah. The other side, the realm of light, is safe now. Kairi, the king, and the others are there.
That's what I mean. Hey, Sora, could you help me? I want to get down to the water.
Sora takes Riku by the shoulder and helps him walk towards the water.
At least the waves sound the same.
We hear the waves as time passes. The two are now sitting at the edge of the water.
What I said back there about thinking I was better at stuff than you? To tell you the truth, Sora, I was jealous of you.
What for?
I wished I could live life the way you do. Just following my heart.
Yeah, well, I've got my share of problems too.
Like what?
Like wanting to be like you.
Well, there is one advantage to being me. Something you could never imitate.
Really? What's that?
Having you for a friend.
Then I guess I'm okay the way I am. I've got something you could never imitate too.
More time passes. The two are still sitting at the water's edge. A bottle washes up toward Riku. He grabs it, takes out the letter inside, and gives it a glance.
Sora? I think it's for you.
We hear the text of the letter read out loud. Sora and Kairi's voices blend together. Today, we'll leave it to Sora.
Thinking of you wherever you are. We pray for our sorrows to end and hope that our hearts will blend. Now I will step forward to realize this wish. And who knows? Starting a new journey may not be so hard. Or maybe it's already begun. There are many worlds, but they share the same sky. One sky, one destiny.
A door of light starts to open up before them.
Light.
The door to light.
Sora stands up and reaches down.
We'll go together.
Riku takes his hand.
Yeah.
They walk through the door.
That was cool. I like that.
does it feel, man? How does it feel for both of you to sit there and do that, man?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Took 25 years. I'm glad we finally did it.
What a special treat. What do you guys think about that? Listen, it's been an all-around amazing process, man. Thank you guys so much for being here. I still want to figure out how we can capture this moment, though. I feel like we got to move some stuff out of the way. Let's just move some stuff out the way very quickly. Let's get this out the way. I'm gonna take this over here. Yeah, and I feel like there's only really one way to kind of end this. We need one more special guest, don't you think? I got Sora with me. I got Riku with me. I feel like I need Mickey with me.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say Kyrie.
I need a phone. I need a phone. I need a phone. I need a phone. Now, all around, I just feel like we got to capture this moment with everybody in the room. Can we just get a big family group selfie right here? Let's
so
turn
cool.
around here. We're gonna turn around. Mickey, we're gonna turn around. And Kingdom Hearts on 3. 1, 2, 3. Kingdom Hearts. There it is. There it is. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for coming out. Enjoy the rest of D23.
So long, everybody. Hope you had a great time. And remember, may your heart be your guiding key.
Wow. Wow. That was insane. So we'll go back after I'm done with this stream. This stream will be up on my channel, and then I'm gonna edit this stream. I have a lot of editing to do because I need to edit this stream to really kind of keep out all of the like boring stuff, and then I'll have another stream or another video of my reaction to the trailer. Then I'll have a breakdown of that trailer. So got a lot of editing to do. Thank you. I know nobody really joined, but thank you all for watching. Don't forget about your white monsters. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day and a blessed rest of your week. And I will see you guys in the next video.